Good governance is like perfume fragrance. You can't advise others on without having a portion in you. Edo State, Ogbané. Bendel State, former Midwest state, now Edo and Delta, like most states in Nigeria, used to be a state one mentions with pride. Thanks to the then vision of governors like General Sam Ogbomudia, Professor Ambrose Folorunshò Ali, his deputy, Demos Akpore, and others who distinguished themselves in true service of the then states. The local governments were viable, 19 local governments, and the government then provided all-round qualitative education, both technical and vocational. But unfortunately today, typical of everything in Nigeria, what we call governance today in Edo and Delta is more of façade, sycophancy, and in some cases, English language of self-praise and deceit with slogans like Ogbané, incoming, and the rest. Why is there a full roundabout in Warri, like most road in Warri, is now a horror to motorists? Thanks to the bad and failed portion of the road, Warri has completely lost her glory because of insecurity and lack of basic infrastructure. Yet, now OSCTO. One wonders if Warri was in Governor Kowa's agenda all through these past 7 years of his administration. Because this Warri, I'm seeing, no even did the race, not to talk of carrying lasts. Edo State on our own side is a no-go area as infrastructures are collapsing by the day. Sapele Road is not only deplorable, but an eyesore. How about the Benin-Auchi Road, especially the Ekpoma portion of the road? That can no longer even be called a road, as it is no longer motorable. People, they even do party for center of the road now. Though the state government has blamed the lack of attention from the federal government Ministry of Works for the deplorable state of this road, despite the state having produced 3 Ministers of Works in previous administration. The people, however, insisted that they do not know the difference between state and federal government, as all they want to see is infrastructure and development. Even people are pointing at the state government road, the Ekenwan Road, that has been under construction forever and currently abandoned. Someone even asked, that one a federal road too? Please don't even talk about the Gelegele seaport promised by Obaseki's administration. They will call you detractors. Even though you can't take away the ruggedness and die-hard spirit from the average Bendelites. But today, when it comes to holding government accountable to their promises, the average Edo and Delta person is quick to make excuses for ineptitude of government. Some go tell you, after all, the governor, they try and they pay salaries. Well, that's the Nigeria of today. Payment of salaries don't become dividends of democracy. After all, some governors like Autumn of Benue is still owing July salaries in October, and yet jumping around with Wike. In Edo, currently, flood has taken over 12 communities, including my village, Anegbete, as this has become a perennial problem for the coastal states since 2012, without any solution in sight from any of the state governors. Yet, in Edo, those who shouted 4+4 Ogbané during election for Benin can't even find their voice today again. Even as the people of Okoroma community along Irihihi or Bagie Road in Benin City and complain about the demolition of their properties under the supervision of security operatives, despite a subsisting court order requesting parties to maintain status quo. The government insists that they have settled with the actual landowner and claim that those complaining are trespassers. But the village, however, says otherwise and maintain that the supposed landowner didn't buy any land from them. Why the said landowner also is also alleging that there's an existence of a court order restraining the state government from tampering with his title. A web of inconsistency you will stay. Now, the government is requesting that those with valid title should come for enumeration and compensation. I beg, I want to ask my fellow lawyers, do you demolish before enumeration or you enumerate before demolition? How you want to take enumerate what you don't demolish? Title to communal land, they get registration document, have been an oral history. Why is it that the Edo State government takes pleasure and derive pride in demolishing properties that are under disputes, and in most cases, they are restrained via a court order from demolition? Remember Kabaka's property. Yet, this same governor is a consistent beneficiary of court orders. Anyway, waiting I sabi self. Well, as we watch the drama unfold, I want to ask, Why is it that when it comes to executing personal agenda, our governors always have control of the police? But when it comes to protecting the everyday people and combating insecurity, they will tell you that they are just chief security officers on paper, and as they command no fly, they don't have police under their command. Even as a whore, Anekpoma Aziz of the Benin Auchi Road have been turned into a kidnapper's den with no concrete plan by the state government to combat the menace. Oh, sorry, I forgot. The state governor does not command the police. Unfortunately, no House of Assembly, properly so-called, to even checkmate the governor, since he has refused to inaugurate the remaining members of the House of Assembly. Even as the case instituted in the High Courts has suffered a series of unnecessary adjournment. Yet, the governor is busy playing a mind game with the youth, pretending to be obedient at heart. Like some of them, well, now because the crisis, when he gave for party PDP, with there not be faction. So he has one leg now in Labour and one leg in PDP, just like APC to PDP. Well, we are watching. I will therefore advocate that as we fight amongst ourselves, obedient, articulated, batified in the build-up to the 2023 general election, remember that the lawmaker and governors have a bigger role to play in achieving the Nigeria of our dream than just the president. If you vote a good president who is surrounded by self-serving lawmakers and governors who are emperor, they will frustrate the president to his knee, and the system will be worse than it currently is, if not collapsing. If you want a capable president, also vote in capable governors, lawmakers, and local government chairmen to work pari passu with the president to achieve a greater country. The ball is in your court. Well, that's our package for today. If we prick your conscience and you feel the need to join in your voices with us, simply follow us on all our social media platforms shown on your screen, and let's hear your voice. For Nigeria to work, good governance has to be from bottom to top and not top to bottom. See you next week.